Welcome to the 2026 Play for K, benefiting the K-Yow Cancer Fund in partnership with the WBCA and the V Foundation inside Reed Arena. Raucous crowd already assembling for third-ranked South Carolina coming to town, the Gamecocks and Texas A&M.
No contested shot for the knockdown.
Aggies open up in a zone. It's the first career start for McDaniel. And the three, the quick response for Tessa Johnson. 13-4 all-time advantage in the series against Texas A&M. The two schools met as the Aggies joined the SEC more than a decade ago. That's a three, and the response by Janae. Attack forced the turnover. Johnson lost the handle. Here comes Pryor, her first steal of the evening. In and out, well defended by Edwards. The putback by Janae. For Texas A&M to get off to a good start tonight against a team like this, Coach.
It's crucial. It is definitely imperative.
Oklahoma and Texas, one of those in overtime. More explosive version, this squad for Dawn Staley. Skip pass to Johnson. Tessa from the corner, her second three. The inside out for the longer three with all the great shooters we've got.
That's right. No, some teams just say we're not taking the mid-range, we're taking layups like that one and threes. That pace, and you're going to see this right now. You turn the ball over, and they are shot out of a cannon right here. Again, Medina Okot.
Gamecocks currently on the one line, according to ESPN bracketologist Charlie Cream. That means every game critical. Pryor with the mid-range, and the Aggies strike first.
Edwards, well, I'm seeing her get on the floor more this year. She's playing with a lot of passion on the defensive end.
Heat check for Tessa, and Johnson now with her third triple.
You see Isla McDowell, the freshman for South Carolina, came onto the floor after the timeout. She's getting a lot of really good playing time.
And they have stuck with it. Johnson to Edwards. Outside to Tessa Johnson, her fourth three. On fire to start for number 5. Isira Pryor off the screen. Probing right under the rim and rejected. Gamecocks will save it. And big start for the Gamecocks on the road. 4 of 6 from deep, 6 of 9 overall.
You see the man defense that South Carolina is putting on A&M. Well, nice shot by Pryor right there.
Couple of free throws. There goes Pryor. Corner three rejected. And that will end our first 10 minutes. Aggies force the empty possession. Critical start here in our second quarter. Emerald Parker, the bounce pass on the back door, and there's Pryor.
So you're going to see this backdoor cut. Isla McDowell hard in the passing lane. And Pryor, great job reading that, and that's exactly what you do.
Will Tessa's shooting get Texas A&M out of the zone?
It could. It definitely could. But here comes that electric, greedy point guard right there. She has a nose for the ball.
Rebound claimed by Raven Johnson.
Right down the middle of the floor again, Joyce Edwards. This is twice we've seen, well, really 3 times we've seen the South Carolina post player.
Along with Texas out of the SEC, LSU and Vanderbilt on the 2 line, and Tessa Johnson this time for 2. You're just tuning in, Gamecocks without 2 starters this evening. And a patient finish in the paint by Parker.
Carolina defenders and found the open post.
No Tania Latson tonight. Noah got McKeer. Joyce Edwards, no problem. Gets the roll. She's got 8.
You see how far A&M's having to start their offense so far outside that 3-point line because of the pressure. But then they get inside. What a really nice move by Faz Janae.
But yeah, you mentioned Janae. She just exited the game in the first quarter with 2 early fouls. Now back on the court after the mid-range, Raven Johnson from deep. We asked her about it today, and she's always putting the sport front and center and making sure that she's there. There's a 3 from the corner, Janae Kent.
What a nice knockdown right there. That gives A&M a lot of confidence, but here comes Tessa Johnson, who really needs no help in the confidence department from the 3-point line.
5 threes for Tessa Johnson in our first half. Well, you know Tessa Johnson wants it. She's just trying to spring free. And the elbow jumper, silky smooth.
She's just from right down the road in Houston, Texas. So I bet she's got a little crew of family here today.
Special for her to get that first jumper to fall. Janae from downtown.
In college basketball, Fats Genet.
Now it's Johnson, the other end. Edwards collects, and Edwards was fouled. And that's going to be the third on Fats.
Joni Taylor really likes this freshman from Italy. Great energy. Just going to keep getting better and better, and she can knock down the three.
Important role with the Gamecocks lately.
And they needed her to. They needed the depth at that position, and she's come through for them.
Ocott with a steal. She'll go coast to coast and lay it in. First points of the second half.
But she's able to handle the ball in transition right here. She gets the steal, takes it herself. I don't need to give the ball up. Just takes it in there herself. That's nice.
That's 6'6" on the move. Illustrate over the graphic, but that's amazing to me. 5 straight Final Fours.
So you just led me right into that.
Did.
Right. That's Roy's fault.
Our producer, Caitlin Urka. Gamecocks, Joyce Edwards now. Force one up and drains the mid-range. Contested.
We've watched her. She's just a sophomore. Feels like she's a senior because she's plays. We've seen her play so many games, but that was a tough shot right here, right? Right over and in the face of a defender.
Attack the rejection. Aggies get it back. Gamecocks in the midst of a 6-0 run. Off the spin, Parker launches. Pops right back to Genet.
Look at Isla McDowell. This freshman is going to be special.
Pryor saved it. Pryor, the bounce pass. Great dish. Parker connects.
South Carolina down, but you still have to always be aware of it because they're ready to run, and you got to know, be aware of Nasira. Really valuable minutes. She's come from France. She's playing a whole different style of basketball at A&M at South Carolina.
Pryor for three. What a shot. Go, and who knew Texas A&M would be in this kind of position? And it's Nasira Pryor. 3 3-pointers made all year. 2 in the third quarter tonight.
Again, making South Carolina kind of stop and think about what they need to do offensively.
Tessa Johnson to Edwards off the fake. Silky smooth. Bounce pass to Edwards on the move. Force one up and down.
Yeah, I love this 1-3-1 that South Carolina's playing right here. Joyce Edwards at the top of it. Now, there's your vulnerable spot in that zone in the corners.
Gamecocks have been tested tonight on the road. Edwards down low. 26 on the board for number 8 in white.
The elbows against that zone and then beating them in the back cut on the back door, on the baseline.
Edwards gets the steal. Joyce Edwards. Nothing's coming easy this time of year. Certainly didn't tonight. 71-56 the final score. And 2 good friends and 2 outstanding coaches meeting at midcourt to wrap it up.